Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Gaming Top Down Podcast, a weekly podcast all about board games. Today, most of them that we'll be covering are physical, but sometimes a digital board or card game as well. We play a lot of games. I have a big shelf of them behind me. It's a fun time. My name is David, and I'm joined every week by my brother, Devin.
Doing quite well. Yes, it's a very nice day for me today.
It's good.
It's very hot outside.
It is. It's stinking hot. Mm-hmm. I thought it was cooling down because I drove up to Idaho on Sunday and we spent a bit of time outside in Idaho, but you're quite a bit more north, and then I feel like it was a little rainy for a few days and the temperature dropped a smidge, but now we're back up in the thick of it. I think, what are we, in the 90s still?
I think it was 96 or 97 yesterday.
And that's Celsius. So our skin's boiling.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's hot.
Truly.
Yeah, super hot. I hate the heat. I wish, I don't know, I like seasons. It's kind of fun. We live in a state that has all 4 seasons. But spring and fall, between the extreme winter and the extreme summer, just kind of shrunk. And so you only get a week of each of them, of spring and fall, it feels like.
It does, yeah. It's just hot, then it's cold. It's yes, then you're no. You're in and you're out.
Wow. That was a nice plug. We'd love to be sponsored by Katy Perry.
It'd be nice.
Is that who that is even?
I don't know.
Either. Well, good, Devin. I'm glad you're good. We're both rocking hats today and different shades of green.
Yeah, mine looks like I'm in a swamp. I'm a swamp monster.
Yeah, I don't know what mine looks like.
Yours is
I got a little mint.
Easier on the eyes, kind of
fresh.
Tapping into blue a little more.
Kind
of deep ocean.
Deep ocean. Wow.
Mm-hmm. It does say the seaside on your shirt.
It does. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a golf shirt. Love it.
This shirt's interesting. This shirt is what they call acid washed. This has gone from deep gray to over 10 to 15 washes. It's a very earthy green. It changes colors every wash. So does everything else that's washed with it.
Wait, so it's supposed to? That's a marketing beat? It's acid wash?
I think there was a warning label. They were wash this separately the first time. I was like,
oh.
No, I should have. All my socks turned green.
Really?
Just a tint of green. I was like, whatever.
Huh.
Oh,
that's funny.
This thing been changing colors for a year now.
I didn't know that was a thing, but hey, they'll do anything they can to sell shirts nowadays. Woo! Add a bit of ink in there and charge 20 extra bucks, and that's probably how it went. Well, that's fun, Devin. Anything else new for you? I've had a pretty kind of boring weekend, I feel like.
Yeah, we recorded 4 days ago. We
did, yeah.
So not too much. Let me think about it very quickly. Just been gaming. I finished. I beat Cuphead.
Wow.
I think it's the first time I've ever beat Cuphead. I saw a list a couple months back of the most difficult bosses, and I swear on that list was King Dice, or the Dice guy from Cuphead.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a very weird fight. So his fight is you start at a level 1, and then you're rolling a dice, and depending on what you roll determines which boss you fight. And then you'll get further across his track. If at any point you die, you go back to start. And so you have to beat multiple bosses, try to regain extra health. In the meantime, not get hit. And then he has his final phase where he goes, okay, you beat my minions. Hopefully you have any health left because I'm about to ruin your life.
Mm-hmm.
And he does. He's got cards flying across. Alice in Wonderland, the cards are walking around?
Yeah.
Well, he's got those, and they're dancing. And every 3 to 4 cards, they're mobbing horizontally across the screen, is a parryable one. Oh. So you have to jump on top of this stampede of cards, and dash, and then parry. And as they're coming through, you're just continuously parrying into the air until they're done running.
Wow.
And you're hoping in that time that you get a super you can use on the boss or something, because there's almost no windows to shoot him. But
yeah,
we did it a couple of times and clutched up right at the end, right before dying. It said knockout, and we were like, no way. And that's actually not the final boss. So after the dice guy, you go to the devil.
Yeah, you fight the devil.
And he's like, give me the contracts. And we looked it up on Google, and it was like, if you give them the contracts, the game ends. And we're like, okay, so we did. And then you like turn evil, Cuphead and Mughead, whatever their names are,
Mm,
like yeah, and they're like in hell with the devil or whatever.
crazy.
And then you're able to just load back into your save and then fight him.
Okay, then do the other ending.
And to be honest, we did not beat that guy because he's a joke and a half. But
Is he?
yes, but the rest of the game is done. I'm actually very impressed that we beat it. The game is extremely
very
difficult.
hard. Very, very hard. I think there is an expansion pack now called like the Delicious Last Course, which is their acronym for DLC. It's like
oh, that's funny. Is it all food enemies?
I'm not sure. It could be.
I always liked the food enemies. There's a lady that like lives in a gingerbread house. She's sending out cupcakes and gumball machines and carrots and candy corn.
That game, probably the starkest difference between like how pretty the artwork is and like the animation is just so beautiful of how all the characters move, but then just also being like incredibly brutally difficult.
Yeah,
it's so hard.
I like that it's difficult, but they give you the ability to understand your character's movement perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
I use what's called like an invisible dash. So while you're dashing, you can't be hit. It's a very brief window of invulnerability. And I mastered how far my character dashed. So he goes invis, and I'm like, I know exactly where I'm going to land. It's like when you get really good at Super Mario platforming the tiny little pillars.
You know where you're going to, That's fun. Have you ever watched the Cuphead TV show?
If not, I don't think so.
It's actually pretty good, to be honest. My kids liked it for a while when I was playing Cuphead with them. We, when I play with them, we generally bump the difficulty down to the easy mode or whatever, which is still hard, but it's not normal mode, which is off the walls. Do you like the levels between the bosses where it's like get to the end of the stage? Some of those are tough.
Yeah, I enjoy them. It's kind of a nice change of pace because you get to actually determine the pace of the level.
Yeah.
You can just inch forward, take out an enemy at a time, and complete it over 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Or you can blast through and try to dodge everything, and it's not easy at all. I like both level types. What's nice about those levels is that's where you get money to spend in the shop.
Yeah.
For new weapons and whatnot.
Yeah.
But a really cool, simple system. You've got like 3 super abilities, 6 different charms you can choose between. You know, there's only a certain amount of builds that can be built, but it's simple enough. And
yeah, I like that too. There's different, like you said, the different bullets. Some like one's homing.
Yes, right? That one is used a lot.
Yeah, it's just so handy to like wherever you're. Doesn't matter if you're aiming the wrong direction. You're still at least doing some chip damage.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's hard to beat that, to be honest. But
it is
fun. I love Cuphead. I haven't played Cuphead in a minute. I wonder what their next game will be. It's been a long time since they made that. I think they made a ton of money, but hopefully they make something new soon because I would love to see another game in that animation style.
There's that one that's coming out, like a first-person shooter that looks like old Mickey Mouse.
It does. You're right.
I don't know that it'll be any good, but
yeah, we'll see. It looks unique. It kind of just looks like black and white Doom with Mickey Mouse and Goofy kind of characters running around. But yeah, that does look fun. I'm trying to think if there's anything else interesting this week before we hop into the show, and I don't know that I have much. As far as like I already mentioned, we went on a little road trip, which was fun. Got a lot of caffeine, drank some energy drinks. Devin, we got this new box of energy drinks from Costco, the Alanis.
Yes.
I like those quite a bit because they don't taste quite. I mean, they still taste like an energy drink, but it's not quite as like chemical tasting as like a Monster to me. I don't know why. Maybe because they put a whole bunch of extra flavoring in it or something. But
they're flavored.
They are. They have like the box we've gotten before is like there's a cherry one and a peach one, and I think one more. We got a different box this time. The 3 flavors are sherbet.
Goated.
It's good. I liked it. I think it was my favorite for a minute, but then I tried the other 2, both of which I like better.
Is one's Cosmic Stardust?
No, Cosmic Stardust was in the first box, which
okay.
I think is a good one. Blue Slush.
It's another great flavor.
That one's excellent.
Oh yeah.
And then probably our favorite is Cotton Candy.
Wow. Yeah, those I like these flavors. Anytime you're dabbling in like what you would find at a carnival.
Yeah.
cotton candy, tiger's blood, snow cones.
Mm-hmm.
You're just winning, you know.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at how good, especially the blue slush and cotton candy ones were. Sherbet's good, but the other two are just better. So try those out if you haven't. But other than that, on the road trip, we haven't done much. We did watch a bit of a TV show. We're trying to finish up Squid Game, and I think we only have one episode left of the third season, which is technically the second half of the second season, which is kind of a dumb way they did that. But surprisingly, I've been pretty intrigued by this season. I thought it might be kind of dumb after the first season, which was pretty good, to like, hey, the main character's going back to the death games, you know?
Oh.
Have you not seen the
No,
second?
I haven't seen either season.
You haven't seen the first one?
No. I know what it is, but no.
Oh, you should watch it.
For some reason, it never intrigued me.
I think you'd really like it, to be honest. It's good. Sometimes just like the localization, because we're watching with English voiceover, which some people would probably watch it with subtitles.
Everyone says sub over dub.
I like dubs.
I'm down with dubs as long as it's not ridiculous.
I watched Attack on Titan fully dubbed, and I thought it was great. And man, some of the voice actors in Attack on Titan are great. But anyways, every once in a while, the writing's just a little weird. You're like, that might be like how someone would respond in Korea or wherever the show was made. I can't remember. But in like America, we would have responded a little bit differently, but it's fine. And you just kind of get over it. So it's really good. That was, I guess, not too big of a spoiler since there's a lot of other plot twists and stuff.
Yeah.
But it is kind of fun and very morbid just to see like what kind of games they come up with, all kind of based around children's games. You got Red Light, Green Light was kind of the big one from the first season, with like that big doll statue, and if it turned around and you were still moving. You saw that portion, I imagine.
I feel like I know what the doll looks like, actually.
Yeah. They did that one again. And then they had, in the first season, I think they had to like carve the shapes out of the cookies, like the umbrella shape and the triangle and stuff. In this season, they incorporated a couple other games that seem like a little more, I don't know if they're more American, but they seem like hide and seek was one of them. And so was jump rope. And yeah, there's just some fun twists. I really like it. It's a fun show. I'd recommend it, Devin. Like, I think you'll really like it.
Interesting.
It'll be interesting to see how it ends, because I think it is complete now. So we'll see.
Oh, it's done. 2 seasons and done.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That's my understanding. Because yeah, it can, if it was like 7 seasons, you know, it's like a lot to undertake, but it's not too bad. I think you'll like it.
Well, I asked her mom, I said, did you like the Alien movies growing up? And what did she say? I swear she said like on Disney. No, she said something. I can't remember what she thought I was talking about. But I said, no, like Sigourney Weaver. She's like, oh, yes, we really did like that. And I said, well, there's a new TV series. I'm on the high of it right now. It's called Alien Earth. It's on Hulu.
I want to watch it.
So, in the spirit of life and its funny timings, I've been using Hulu for months now. Okay, so yesterday at 6 p.m. is when this episode dropped. So I get in the weight room. I'm like, I'm gonna work out, watch me some Alien. I'm gonna watch it
in
twice.
The household, huh?
No, it said your credit card is not working, so we can't log you in. I was like, haha, yeah, right. So I used someone else's Hulu account. So I was pushed retry. Said your credit card's not working. I said, are you freaking kidding me? The second this show came out is when you stopped working.
Yeah.
And so I have not been able to watch the 3rd season of that, which is very sad. Super stoked about that show, and now I don't really know how I'm going to watch it unless there's like a Disney Hulu bundle that someone in our family has that we can manipulate. I don't know.
Wow.
But that happened.
Fun.
I also went to Walmart.
Okay.
On Saturday. And got some supplements, because I do that like once a month. I got some more energy stuff. I kind of just went through like every hygiene thing, because I don't get to do this for myself much, because I'm very frugal right now with money.
Sure.
I'm like, okay, I'm going to get some caffeine. I got my collagen and my creatine, and tried to find the best deals on that. And then I got 300 floss picks, because the picks are so much better than the string.
I'm a string String, the sticks
You
just
take it
break.
back right now.
The string breaks.
Oh, you're using the wrong brand.
Oh, maybe. I
I
don't
got this one called Plackers. It's this really like kind of looks like Miami Dolphins colors. The bag does,
know. Okay.
and they said twice as durable, thin. So if you have tight teeth, it'll go
Hmm.
into them, and I do on the
Yeah.
backs, and they're just working so well.
Okay. I'll have to
Picked
try
up
this.
some of those, um, and then I also they were doing a rollback sale on some Beats wireless earbuds,
Wow.
so I snagged them. I
Wow.
was like, okay, I've been using $7 Skull Candy wired headphones for streaming for
Mm-hmm.
a year now, and I would like to go to Bluetooth. And it's beautiful. They sound good. Beats are very bass heavy and like
Yeah.
it's the way they're supposed to be. They have like 18 hours of battery life,
Hmm.
which is ridiculous. That's probably on like the lowest audio or volume setting. Is the only
Yeah.
time you're gonna get that, but they're bright red like Beats used to do, and
Wow.
they fit really well. They fit so well in my ears, I can't hear anything. I was like, it almost stressed me out. I was like, I'm underwater.
Really?
Yes, and so I'm looking it up on Google, and I searched how to get this model of earbud out of noise cancellation mode, and they said, oh, those actually can't change. It's just how they are. So either change the ear tip so a little bit of air comes through
Hmm.
so they're not so noise canceling. Other
Oh,
than
so
that,
it's not a mode. It's just like a seal
yeah, it's just
with
sealed
a
so
rubber seal.
hardcore.
Oh wow.
And I was like, okay, I can maybe get past this. But then I hooked it up to my computer, and the way it worked before is I have my microphone and auxiliary port in the back of the mic, and whatever is going through the PC just is instantly just shot into my headphones through the aux
Mm-hmm.
cable. And what's cool about that is the mic has a filter that echoes instantly your voice back when you're talking.
Mm.
So it's like when you're using a nice headset, you can hear yourself speaking
Okay.
instantly, and you can adjust how loud that is, and you can kind of gauge if you're yelling or if you're talking at a good
Yeah.
audible noise. And it's just, and the issue I ran into is you can't do that without like secondary software or a big fat delay on that audio echoing
Hmm.
with the Bluetooth headphones. So they've become completely useless to me.
Should return those bad boys.
And so, yeah, I have them, and my AirPods broke, and so they have become my lawn mowing
Mm.
earbuds. They were cheap though, so I don't really mind, but
Hmm.
it was sad. I was thinking, technology's cool and all, but sometimes going back to just a cord is much better.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that wire plugged in, just like it's just all seamless,
Yeah,
probably.
it is. It's going to be hard for me to not pick wired hardware going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Just simpler.
It is tricky with electronics. I do feel like the wireless kind of world with Bluetooth is very helpful when it works. But then, like even on a road trip this weekend, I like put my headphones in, and all of a sudden I'm hearing K-pop Demon Hunters because my kids are watching on my wife's iPad, and we've
Oh,
paired my AirPods on my wife's iPad once 4 years ago, and now it wants to
yeah.
play. And I'm like, I obviously have my phone in my pocket. Why are you pairing with iPad? I don't know. So I get it. That kind of stuff is annoying. I also hate it when you buy something and you have like cool expectations for it, and then like it
Ah,
can't do what you want it
yep,
to.
it made me really sad.
Mm-hmm.
Because last thing I'll say about it is I'm attached to my desk via cable
Mm-hmm.
when I stream these games. Like I can't spin in my chair. If I get up, I have to take them out. But with the Bluetooth, I was able to hear everything constantly, walk around my room, walk around all the way upstairs in the house, and still hear what's on my computer.
Yeah.
And so there's good and bad parts about it, but that model is not going to work for me
Yeah.
for now.
Fun. Well, not so fun, but
Yeah, it was a fun experience.
well, I think that's probably it for me though, and for Super Movie Bros. Unless you watched anything, Devin. But it sounds like you were locked out of Hulu. So,
It was sadly.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, that'll kind of bring us to the show start here then, I guess. So make sure to check us out on Patreon at Super Game Brothers. Nope, that's not right. Patreon.com/Super Game Brothers, where you can get early access to this podcast, our other podcast, and some exclusive videos. You can vote on what we play, It's generally just a fun time over there, so please check that out. And we also have a giveaway on our website at supergamebrothers.com. Uh, so check that out as well. Totally free to join that. Okay, that's going to bring us to the normal portion of the show. This is a weekly podcast all about board games. And we have a few different segments. Today we're going to do a couple unique things, I think. I thought this would be kind of fun. Devin, you and I were talking before the show started
Mm-hmm.
about a game that you enjoy, and that is a Clash Royale on your phone, right?
I sure do. I need to not
And
enjoy it, but I do.
and so Devin's going to walk us through a few things. I thought it would be kind of fun because he's played it so much and just has such like a wealth of knowledge about the game that I don't have because I haven't played it for probably 5 years. Um, and you were telling me a little bit about just this like consistency of how often you see the same deck
Oh,
used
yes.
over and
Mm-hmm.
over and how you use a different one that is a bit more custom that you've like worked out as opposed to like default decks that people find online. So we're going to overlay Devin's phone on the screen here, and he's just going to kind of show us a little bit about the cards he uses, and then I don't know, maybe we'll have him walk through a battle and tell us like why he's doing what. But maybe before you do that, maybe show us your stats. I'd love to know like how
Oh,
long you've
yes.
played and uh
It doesn't tell me hours played, but it does tell me battles won.
31,803 battles won. And does it tell you your win percentage?
It's most of these ladder games after long enough, you're close to 50%.
So you've probably played about double.
64,000
And they're
games.
3+ minutes each. So we could do some math on that probably, but we'll um
Yeah, it's nonsense, but
huh.
very high rank. Just got, I mean, I have a 9-year badge in the game.
9-year badge. And what are like the levels? Is Grand
Um,
Champ the highest level?
the levels, they kind of have multiple levels now. Like this is trophy road basically, and then they have ranked. And when you click deep into ranked, you have a ladder. You can go up. There's the
Hmm.
top. Once you get to the top, you're just trying to gain points. People
Okay.
up there are ridiculously good. People
Okay.
everywhere are ridiculously good. But
Yeah, I think you're in like the top tier that I'd never even got near.
yeah, but trophies go to 15,000 now. And I think you can go above that actually if you want to, but there's no benefit to doing so. You start getting tickets so you can join ranked next season and a badge, yada yada yada. A lot of
And
rewards for
is
both.
trophies like what you get if you win a match and what you lose if you lose a match?
Yes, you
Okay.
typically get like 120 to 150 more or less each time you play.
So you're at the cap at
I'm at
50
the cap for this season. That will
for
reset
this. So it'll reset.
every month.
And so beyond that trophy level, then you're at the ranked stuff.
Yes. Then here's ranked, and there's like 6 or 7 stages.
And
Once you
you're in.
get to a door, you can't go back down. So
Oh,
once I get to
okay.
that door, it opens, gives me a reward. You can't go back down.
But
And
you
then
so you have to play lights out to get through the door.
you gotta do very well. Yes. It's
Hmm.
exhausting, but
Huh.
it's very fun. They always have the shops and things. Here, this
Yeah.
is where you can spend
This
all
is
your
where
money.
you can spend the money
So
if you're not careful.
I typically don't do that.
But at its heart, this is a kind of a deck building card game, right? Where
Yes.
you have a bunch of different characters of cards, and you can build them into, is it a 10 card deck?
It is 8.
Oh, eight. And the cards do different things, and your goal is to like send your troops across and destroy your opponent's towers, of which they have two small ones and one like large one.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
There's a ton of different cards. We won't have to go into like too much depth on like every single card. Like this isn't a beginner video, but maybe tell us what deck you see the most often that that people find online that you, I don't know, maybe think isn't the smartest play, and what you play and why, and that would kind of be fun.
Um, I'm a weird type of player who will play anything and everything. I test every single card.
Oh yeah, it looks like you can
And
have 5 decks just kind of pre-built.
yes, I think you can have
Oh, you can
even
have
more.
10. Wow.
But there's a lot to this game now. Cards come in like an evolution rarity now, which means every second or third time you play them, it's a different style of that card. For example,
Oh right.
that's the Valkyrie's evolution. So when she spins in a circle, she actually pulls everything like a tornado now.
Oh,
But
okay.
she only does that every third placement because she's on a 2 cycle.
Okay.
Or you have her base mode of just being normal.
Where she just, yeah, okay.
And so you have all these Evo cards, and there's a lot of them at this point. I mean, a ton of Evos. So,
Wow.
so many cards have gotten Evos. I think another Dragon is coming soon. And so you basically can have 2 Evos in a deck. So you pick what
Hmm.
Evos I want to use. The rest of your cards are base level. And then you have champion cards. These type of cards have an extra ability that pops up on the screen that you can use during the match
Just while they're on the
while they
on
are
the
on the field to
on the
have a
field.
special ability, and you can decide if it's worth using at a specific point. Every card costs a different amount to lay down. Yada yada yada. Some are slow, some are fast, some are invisible, some are towers. Some cards are drawn to towers. Some cards shoot far. Some are just melee. It would take hours and hours to teach that portion of the game,
Mm-hmm.
but I just try unique things, and the decks that I'm seeing constantly are Hog Rider and Hog Rider Firecracker. So she drives me absolutely crazy. She backs up every time she shoots and does insane splash damage across the entire field over and over and over and over. And so,
So a lot of people use her with the Hog Rider.
yes, so I
And
run
so the
arrows.
so you run arrows to kill her.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just like, you get off the screen.
So she must not have much health if the arrows will.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
And what do they do? Like send the Hog Rider and then put her right behind it
Pretty much.
to
They
just
they
protect it.
bridge spam it. They put it right at the bridge,
So
and
you
then the
don't.
Hog Rider's hitting your tower, and she's just sitting there shooting everything on your side.
Yeah.
It's a really exhausting way to play. It people call it no skill, but to each their own. Play however you want to play. But I basically home make all of my decks. I have since I started. I don't think I've ever looked a deck up online, but there's always a meta. What's
Yeah.
cool about Supercell, who made this game, is they're constantly adjusting cards and their
Yeah.
hit speed and their hit points, and so when a card is released into the game, like for example, there was a Goblinstein card, which I love because it taps into my love of Halloween. So if I can find it here, when this card was released, it was very broken. So it's those two together.
Hmm.
They enter the field as a duo. This guy goes for your towers. This guy like stuns everything, and then if you want to use an ability, he can go crazy and shock everything between the two of them,
Hmm.
which is wild. But anyways, when a new card's released into the game, it's usually a bit broken and it has to have some
Some
nerfs.
like yeah.
And so the meta always changes, but it's frustrating because I'm at the high level of this game,
Yeah.
and so at that level, you're just seeing the same thing
Yeah.
because people go and they search what's the current meta, and then that's what you play over and over and over and over.
Mm-hmm. And that's usually that Hog Rider. What'd you call it? Puppeteer.
Right now, it's
Firecracker.
the furnace. The furnace used to be a tower. Now it's a walking troop,
Okay.
and
Oh, he
it has an
drops
Evo.
little. Yeah, that is crazy.
It's the Evo is absolutely ridiculous. Like
Huh.
Evolution is launching fire spirits out the wazoo the whole
Okay.
time.
So it shoots him more often or something.
So every time he shoots his staff, a fire spirit pops out. So there's one.
Yeah.
There's one.
Dang.
It's just a joke for splash damage. But
Yeah.
everyone's using it. All the best decks have it, but I try to refuse to use it, but you get killed a lot when you're not playing
Mm.
the meta.
Yeah. So what decks do you or focus on right now in order to stay competitive at that level? I guess.
Pretty much the one you're seeing on the screen.
Okay.
I just tinker with it. If something beats me in a match, I think, what could I have used to stop that mechanic, and then I'll swap something out.
Yeah.
And so I'm constantly changing this.
So what's the one on the top left? That's the Evo Barbarian that you showed me.
That's the Evo Valkyrie.
Oh, sorry, Valkyrie. The spin move that
Yes.
sucks everything to it.
This
And
is an Evo Ice Spirit,
it's
which freezes them twice instead of once.
ah
It's very good. It's a very good defensive card,
yeah
just for because I don't use towers typically, like that Inferno tower right there.
yeah.
I try to just block my towers with troops.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but
You should join a match and like kind of walk us through. Um, and sorry, this might hurt your online
no,
score,
I
but
don't care.
walk us through like your strategy of why you're putting things where and what cards you pair together and
So
stuff.
on the bottom, you have an elixir count. You never want to bleed elixir, so I just start playing cards. Because now I'm at 4. It's going to climb
Mm-hmm.
slowly back up to 10. This
Yeah,
card is really tanky. It's a very good air card. He bled elixir there. He
because he
waited.
waited
It
too
just
long.
sat at 10 for a while, and now my air troop's just going to destroy his cannon.
Yeah.
I'm putting a Valkyrie down. I'm going to log all of this. I kind of misplaced the log because it only hit one of those goblins. And then here's the meta card that everyone's using that's just stopping everything. Luckily, my air troop will at least do some damage to it. Like it's almost dead already.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm at 9 elixir again, so I just place a card in the back.
So never bleeding is one of the main strategies.
Yes, and you have to decide when is when is it actually useful to push on their side. Sometimes you're pushing against a card that's extremely hard to push against, which
Yeah.
is just a waste of time. Like if someone throws an executioner down, which he has an axe and it hits everything, it's kind of pointless.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of times you're just kind of waiting for the right time to push. Like I see this cannon. I know that cannon shoots at a distance. It's going to wreck my Valkyrie. If I were to push against that right now, that's a silly move.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do instead is just prepare a defense for that. Once it's off the field, maybe I'll have a window to push forward
Mm-hmm.
because that cannon can do nothing to this dragon.
And then you're trying to keep track of like how much elixir they probably have left by watching. Okay, he just dropped that one at the back, and you know it costs a certain amount.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And my dragon should stay alive for a minute right here and take most of this out. He might pop his ability. He did not. That was a card that you can pop an ability. I was just leaking elixir also.
That's not good. You're doing a lot of explaining while you're playing.
Um, so I'm just stopping that. The Valkyrie will take, and then I'm just hovering the log. I know when that's going to drop. I know I can't kill that cannon. So once again, I'm prepping a defense on this end. He put a mortar. I need that to take the mortar's eyes. So the mortar's now looking at him. I know that my troop's going to walk forward, and so I need to put another troop here to take the mortar's eyes for a second.
Because you don't want the mortar to hit your dragon.
I don't want the mortar to hit my tower.
Oh, it can reach that far.
Yes, the mortar's a very obnoxious card. I misplaced those arrows. See, the mortar just shot my tower.
Gotcha.
He's using an evolution of that card now. You can see all of the fire spirits going absolutely crazy on the battlefield here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see what happens here. Oh, the dash didn't do anything. His dash usually chains between enemies.
Wonder why it didn't.
The
You
guy's
probably know.
troop was just too far from his
spaced
other
out.
troop.
Gotcha.
So once again, he's got a cannon down. What I need to do is focus on a little bit of defense. He has a mortar. I need to draw its attention with this. I'm going to draw its attention with this as well. I might lose this game. We'll see. But
Because you're in a 2-minute overtime, and then if nobody's destroyed a tower, which would be an immediate win, then whoever did the most damage wins. Is that right?
Correct. Mm-hmm. I'm going to get 2 dragons on the field just for fun. See what we see here. Okay, he's trying to distract me on the right side, but that's kind of a silly move. I'm not even going to defend that.
You're just going to destroy that is your goal?
Yeah, like that's going to do a lot of damage to me, but I think the only chance of me getting anywhere is to continue pushing. Yeah, I think I'm just in trouble. This deck type with that furnace is just very hard to stop. Misplaced my log a little. Oh no, it worked. Because you're just constantly exploding. Like any of the troops that I have behind that Valkyrie are just getting destroyed by those little fire spirits that are constantly coming out of that card. I'm going to use his ability. He's going to dash to multiple things. Huge. I'm going to put a Valk here and prep a log on the right side. The game's going to be over soon. If I had another dash ability, I might have been able to get somewhere there, but I just couldn't. So I'm just kind of spamming but spacing the cards in a way where if he throws a fireball, they don't all die. Yep, like that.
You knew what was coming.
Yeah, it's all about placement, timing. I just don't think, I think maybe I could beat this guy potentially, but his deck is just built in such a way that it's a very hard matchup for me. And that's just what happens in these matches. You can see he's not destroying me.
Yeah, for reals.
It's just like his stuff's going to work a little better. It's more of the meta right now. Yada, yada. He might kill me right here. Nope. So it just goes to a draw here at the end. It's going to count the tower on the bottom right down to 0, and he will win. and he's probably gonna laugh at my face because most people do. Let's see.
Oh, because they have the emojis or whatever.
Okay, he was
Oh,
nice. Shout
yeah.
out to Diego Suarez.
Yeah, for being a classy.
Yes. So that's what a match looks like. Very difficult.
Hmm.
And sometimes it's just, I don't know if they call it a stalemate or just kind of just, is that the word?
Yeah, or a draw or
Yeah,
stalemate.
you're just kind of just like, no one's really pushing through. I could have like tried to use sneak attacks and go opposite lane there.
Okay.
Might have been the only window of winning, but
Hmm.
it's an awesome game. Really is. I
Interesting.
think it's one of the best phone games and highly maintained phone games.
Yeah. And how, I guess last question I'll ask you as someone who's thinking about maybe trying it out again, because I love a good card game. Slade Spire, things like that. Um, how competitive can you be without spending money?
Oh yeah, you can. I haven't spent a ton of money on this game, to be honest. I have on other games, but I did a little bit in the beginning. The issue is your cards just are low level when you start, and if you spend real money, you can level them
You
up
can
so much
speed up
quicker.
how much time that takes.
Like so much faster.
Yeah.
Yes. Some of these cards took me probably 3 months to get to the max level, just one card.
Mm.
And if you look at my decks currently, most of my cards are level 15s.
Yeah.
They'll say elite on the bottom.
That
But
means
still,
max.
yeah, still a lot of them aren't. It just takes a long time.
Yeah.
I probably have at least half the cards to level 15, but you so either $900 or 9 years, your choice.
And hopefully you can have some fun even if you're not aiming to be at the
Yeah, I always
top
have
tier like
fun.
this.
I think people forget that the odds of winning a 1v1 game that is all about shoots and ladders, up and down, up and down, up and down, is that you're going to lose about half the time.
Yeah.
It's just what happens. Unless you are so good at the game, maybe your win rate goes to 55% instead of 50.
Yeah, it makes me think of that video I always see of Roger Federer, who's like one of the greatest tennis players of all time, and he's talking about he's won like a lot of tournaments, but his win ratio on each point, like each serve of tennis, was like 51.5% or something like that.
Exactly.
And it's just if you can get it to be slightly more than half, like that's good.
Yes. And I think the way that you build that is you have an expectation of losing a bunch.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good approach to hop into this game and crash out and get extremely mad if you lose, because there's so many cards and so much variety of things that can destroy you and stop what you are playing, that to not expect that is
Yeah.
it's a silly thing, because it's just going to happen.
Yeah.
And so have fun. Have fun in your 1v1s.
Yeah.
Okay? And stop laughing at me when you beat me, because I'm sick of it.
Yeah, be nice out there with the emojis. Well, thanks for showing us that, Devin. I'm always impressed with like how I don't know how high tiered you are at that game, and watch like when I'm able to watch a match, I'm like, man, yeah, I haven't seen most of these cards, and it seems a lot higher than level than when I was playing forever ago. So yeah, that was kind of fun. I thought that would be a fun little segment here. I walked out to the mailbox right before we started, and going down to the table, I had a delivery.
Ooh.
Like milliminutes, that's not a word, milliseconds before we started. So it's actually still in the plastic. I'll do a full unboxing on the YouTube channel, but I thought it would be fun. Devin doesn't usually get to be here for this moment when I break the seal and open a game. This one I ordered on Kickstarter like a year ago. I don't have a 4X game other than Arcs, which I don't know, you could argue is maybe not in a 4X game. So this is a 4X game where you are, I think the X's are exploring, expanding, exterminating, because you have to like fight like enemy forces. In this one, it's like these corrupted nuclear bug like things, like Helldivers kind of vibe. And there is a fourth one. Is it? I don't remember. Expand? Exterminate?
Exercise.
Yeah, exercise. That's it. There's a fourth X. Basically, you're going out exploring. Explore might be it. You're finding enemies. You're destroying them. You're building up your base. Kind of gives me like a Red Alert, or what's that? Command and Conquer, or World of Warcraft kind of vibes as well, like but in a board game. I don't have a board game like this, so I was kind of intrigued to try one. This one kind of caught my attention. I took a chance on it. I think it's from a publisher that's their first game. So, anyways, that's what this one is. It's called Rise of the Wastelands. Let's open it up, get the plastic off, and just take a peek at the pieces,
Ooh.
and then we'll move on to a segment that Devin will kind of be a little more in charge of, because he's going to enlighten us on some cool stuff. All right, we got a box lid, and like normal, you've got rule books, got some hexes, and I mostly just wanted to look at with you the wooden pieces because I do think they look pretty cool. Oh, I do like double layered player boards because you can keep all of your stuff just nice and organized.
That is nice. When they're not double layered, I do a lot of tinkering to
Mm-hmm.
the board constantly.
Yeah, I agree. Also got these and some other things down there. Okay, these are let's leave one of these out. And this is the purple player color. So let's find the purple players pieces. So I think you'll start with like, I opted for the wooden pieces instead of the big plastic miniatures. I just kind of liked how they looked. But you'll kind of, on the actual board, start with like a city piece. And I think the city has like, or that might be a comms tower actually. But there's like these different little pieces that go inside of there, which are kind of cool. They might be these like rovers. Does that fit in there? That definitely doesn't fit in there. I don't remember.
Something goes in there.
Yeah. Where does he go? Put him there for a minute. Maybe he explores on the board. Let's see. Other purple pieces we got. These little outposts. And there should be some a round piece here.
New games smell funny.
They do. These are kind of cool. They're your I think like other cities you can build that's not your capital city. But then these outposts as well can like be built on them, I think, kind of like that.
Oh, whoa.
So you're like storing all this stuff on your board until your player board until you actually get it built out in the world, and then when you do, you probably get some kind of bonus based on what you uncover.
I imagine the complexity of this game is a little bit high.
It's I mean, yeah, I would say a lot more than, I think it's like a 3.5. It's not terrible, you know, like revive level kind of. But I do like how the different colors, they have different types of rovers and little vehicles. You got the purple one there, the blue one. Green has this funky looking one. And what else do we got in here? I don't know. That's just kind of a brief little look at that. I thought it would be kind of fun since Devin doesn't get a look at games until I get them on the table usually.
They're usually sleeved, and he sprays cologne on them.
Oh yeah, got to get rid of that cardboard smell.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I don't know. Do you think you would enjoy a board game where you are like building up your own base, and then like you might occasionally fight other players, and usually you're fighting like non-player enemies out in the world, and you're expanding and building something up?
I can do a little PvE with a little PvP, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel
either.
like the games are too complex for me.
Yeah.
And at the end, I'm like, I may have won, but honestly, I don't think we even played it right. So
I'll make sure we play it right. But
do you ever do that though? You finish a game and you're thinking, I don't know that that's how we were supposed to do that portion of the game, so it doesn't feel like we actually did a playthrough. Or are you really good at reading that?
I'm really good at the rulebooks. The thing that I feel most often is I feel like we played it correctly. I just feel like I was terrible at it and didn't know what like a good strong strategy was. And so because of that, I feel like I personally played poorly. And I don't like it when I play poorly, you know. But,
oh, for sure, yeah.
So, anyways, I guess we'll do an full unboxing and maybe even play this on the channel one day. Hopefully it's a good one. We'll see. But that was Rise of Wastelands, fresh from the mailbox today. We're going to end the Gaming Top Down podcast with the Shelf of Shame segment, kind of a recurring segment. I think it'll be fun to do for a little while, just to talk about the games on my Shelf of Shame cabinet. Devin chooses one without me knowing what it is. Then I tell him a little bit about it, why I bought it, why I haven't played it yet, and yeah, I guess what was intriguing about it. So, Devin.
Shelf of Shame week 3 is
Yeah. Skull.
Skull Hollow.
Yeah.
Skull Hollow.
This is a cool game. I think the two things that drew me to it are first the art. Let's go down to the table and I can show you a little bit about it. Here's the back of the box, and then when this game came out, everyone was kind of comparing it to Shadow of the Colossus, the video game. Have you played that one, Devin?
I played it at your house like 4 months ago, just a little bit, because your kid was like, "Get me to
Oh
the
yeah,
boss," and then let me.
that's
fight
right.
the
My
boss.
kids were playing it. Yeah, he just likes you to get there, and then he wants to fight it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this game is very similar, where it's a two-player game only. One player plays as like these woodland animals, and the other player plays as the guardian, and it's kind of like a fight between the two. The woodland creatures can climb on the guardian because the guardian's much bigger than they are, and they can do damage to specific spots on the guardians. You can see this game, and I think it has a sequel that has 4 other guardians, but this one has 4 guardians in it. This one that kind of looks like a scorpion thing, kind of an octopus looking one. What'd you call that? A eagle? Sure. And like a bear looking dude.
Mm.
And so each of them have their own board. And there will also be the game board out in the middle, which has 9 different locations on it. And depending on which
They each have their own deck.
they each have their own like unique deck of cards. Also just an awesome insert. Like keeps everything really organized. So you got the Foxen heroes, and even playing as them is like a little different from game to game because they have their little meeples that'll go on the board. And then there's different heroes. The Queen of Blessing, Princess of Tactics, Prince of Guile, and the King of War. And I think you only choose one like hero for your deck for the game. Then you have a bunch of like normal dudes, rogues and archers and knights, and then some cards that will let you do stuff like jump up onto the guardian or move or gain some of your like power energy that you use to do attacks and stuff. So they're like have a deck of cards that they're doing that with, and then they're moving their character meeples around on the board. But then each guardian also has a meeple that's like on board, and they're very big and cool looking.
Wow.
And I think you can only jump up onto the guardian if your like meeple is on the same spot. So you have to like get there and then use the leap ability to leap up. But when they do leap up onto the guardian, then they leap up onto the board.
Oh, I thought maybe these were gonna sit on top of the.
No, they leap up onto the board here. Then each of the guardians has a few different attacks that they can do to the Foxen. What were they called? The Foxen elves?
Heroes?
Foxen heroes. And those are all tied to like a different portion of the guardian's body. So stomp, throw, swing, and gaze are here on his board. If the the Foxen heroes do enough damage to one of the portions of his body, like if they do 3 bits of damage to this leg, he can no longer do stomp because his leg is damaged. So you can target like specific abilities you don't want the guardian to be able to do anymore. So you're moving around, you're jumping up on the guardian, and the guardian's trying to stop you from doing that. Kind of a 1v1 little fight. Very cool artwork. Like I said, I think that's what drew me in was the artwork and the cool idea. Haven't been able to play it yet, just because I think when I'm playing a 2-player game, it's either with my wife, who would prefer something a little more less confrontational usually.
As would I. Even though I think I would enjoy this.
I think I would enjoy this too. And so I think that's the main reason to this point is I just haven't found the time to play it. But I think it looks very cool. It says 40 minutes on the box, ages 8 plus. It's not super complex, even though it has quite a few pieces. I do think the art kind of sells that vibe too of like, hey, there's quite a few pieces. You open the box, there's 5 tuck boxes in here, but it's not an overly complex game. Like health is shown in like big hearts. So you know, like, oh, it's 3 hit points or whatever. So pretty simple game, to be honest. I don't know. Anything else you want to know about Skulk Hollow? I feel like that's kind of the whole game. Again, since it's a pretty simple game, kind of
No,
distilled
I've just been wanting to call him Rocktopus this whole time.
Rocktopus, yeah.
He's
I guess
Rocky Octopus.
Rocky Octopus. To end this, let's. I just want to see what the meeples look like for the big guys because I've kind of forgotten
Oh, that's fun.
since I unboxed it. But here we got Raptra, the big eagle dude.
What do you have to do? Build this one?
Oh yeah, he has different. I think he's in one location, and then he can have his tentacles like pop up.
Oh,
in
you're
the
right.
ground.
You're right. Yeah, there's a big one in here as well
Yeah,
for him.
he's cool. What's his name?
Rocktopus
Oh yeah, Rocktopus, otherwise known as Tanthos,
with tentacles.
with a bunch of tentacles. Grax was the name of the bear dude, which we've already got here, and then we got Apoda, and he looks like he also has some other pieces. It looks like he might throw rocks of some sort. He looks like the dude on like that big worm thing on Tremors a little bit.
I like Tremors.
I do too.
Fun.
That is a fun movie. And then he has these little rock kind of pieces. So I don't know. This might be one we need to try, Devin. This is the reason I like Shelf of Shame as a segment. Is every time you have me look at these, I'm like, yeah, that's why I bought this. I'm down. This game looks cool.
I like how every one of these games we open, unless it's sealed, you've already sleeved all the cards in at some point.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of getting a game is opening it up for the first time, reading the rule book, and deciding. What I usually do with how I store the game is how can I put this game back in the box in a way that will make it the easiest to set up and play when we go to play it. This one's pretty straightforward because it has like all of these tuck boxes and everything already, but sometimes it's not, and so you kind of think of that beforehand. But anyways, that is a Skulk Hollow. Like I said, there is a sequel to this one. It's called like Frost Hollow or Ice something. The monster on the front of that one is a giant spider. So it's just 4, I think, different guardians. And then I think it has a different set of heroes that aren't the Foxen heroes. So they played a little differently as well. I think, if I remember correctly, I think you can even mix and match like the heroes with the different
that's cool.
guardians. So it's a cool series. This company, Pencil First Games, they make cool stuff. I just need to try it. Haven't been able to do that yet. So good pick, Devin.
Thanks.
And coming back here to our faces, that's going to do it for the Gaming Top Down podcast this week. We got some digital card games with Clash Royale. We got some Shelf of Shame games that I need to play because they look colorful and fun. And what did we start with? Oh yeah, and then we looked at the 4X game, Rise of the Wastelands. So lots of fun games. I'm always impressed by like the variety of games. Because they are just so different. Cool, like artists that draw awesome art, and then they play very differently as well. So anyways, it's always fun. Thanks so much for listening and watching to episode 67 of the Gaming Top Down podcast, and we'll see you next week for episode 58. Until then, have a cardboard day.
I will.
Yeah.